Hello, welcome back to Whiskey with E. I'm Eric. Now, Whiskey with the E, we have Jim Beam Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So, it is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, so we know that it's at least 4 years. Alright? So, it'll be 4 to 6 or something like that. I mean, it's not too dark in colour. That's why I'm thinking it still might be on the young side, but it's 47.5%. Now, when I first uncorked this, I just didn't think it had a lot going for it. So, now that it's at the bottom, I've left it in here for some time. It's probably oxidized. It's probably opened up. So now I want to see what I'm going to get out of it. So let's pour it up, shall we? Alright, so see, not much left. Color is really light, but this is barrel number JB8328. Alright, so while I pour this up, let me discuss, So we all know Jim Beam, right? Jim Beam, often everyone knows Jim Beam as, when you're first starting off drinking, you buying the white label Jim Beam, and then you have all these other expressions like the double oaked or the extra age and all that. Now, once you get past the Jim Beam label, any bottle that has Jim Beam on it, then you're going to get towards the Jim Beam small batch selections, which the Jim Beam small batch selections have this Knob Creek. It's at 100 proof, so 50%. This is an older bottle of Baker's, so this was a small batch Baker's. If you can still find this is going to become a dusty soon, so because nowadays they replace this with the 7-year single barrel version. So I just like this. So if you see this, grab it. It's a piece of history. It's not going to be available, through the future. Obviously, this is the best of the Jim Beam products, is what I feel. Booker's. Alright. So these are uncut and unfiltered. So that's where it's at, guys. But we're not here to talk about all those. We're here to discuss this Jim Beam single barrel. Now, color, as you can see, the color is really light, guys. I mean, compared to, this is a really unfair comparison, but a 13-year-old turkey there, see the color difference? This is like dark caramel compared to this light color. But on the nose, guys, on the nose. Alright, so when I first opened this bottle, guys, it was just rough. So you're getting a lot of that ethanol fumes jumping out. It's a bit spiky. And, there wasn't really, you really had to try and dig to find some notes. But now that that's gone, all I'm getting right now, right, guys? Obviously, your standard vanillas, your standard caramels, but not jumping out crazy. Like, this is vanilla caramel bomb, It almost makes your mouth water smelling it. But this, it's lighter. So lighter vanillas, lighter caramels. Then you're getting a little bit of spice element, alright? But that would be the oak. So it's surrounded with all this spicy oak characteristic. I mean, I wouldn't put it in the ballpark of leathery tobacco. That's what I get more on older age turkeys. I mean, there's no chocolate coming out. Obviously you're getting that signature Jim Beam nutty profile, like it's the Jim Beam funk. If you know the flavors of Jim Beam, then you're going to understand what I'm saying. But picture Jim Beam turned up a notch. So pretty much here in Australia, they have a small batch, which is the same bottle design as this, but it's at 80 proof, so 40%. Now, this being 95 proof at 47.5%, you're getting a lot more out of the expression. So, it's a lot more warming. You're getting more of that oak presence. Alright, so what I'm getting with this particular barrel now, right? When I'm nosing it from a distance, not going too in, when you're digging too deep, it's really oaky. You're getting all that oak, slight vanilla, slight caramel, but it's just surrounded by so much oak. But when I'm at this distance, I'm getting a malty note. So I'm guessing they would be more higher malt, but I'm pretty sure their mash bill for Jim Beam is 77% corn, 13% rye, 10% barley, I believe. But keep in mind, Jim Beam is a very big company, guys, so they will have millions of barrels. I mean, they say, and I quote, less than 1% of barrels are hand selected by our expert distillers to become Jim Beam single barrel bourbon. The individual barrel number that you'll find on each bottle stands as a testament to the truly unique profile and flavor of every batch. Alrighties. You know what? Let's just have a taste, eh? Yeah, I'm really getting that malty note, eh? It almost reminds me slight biscuit. I mean, not going as far as the Irish whiskies and the real malt forward expressions of releases of bottles. I'm just saying it's lightly there in the back, you know, surrounded with the Jim Beam funk, surrounded with all that spicy oak presence with a tint of vanilla and caramel. I mean, alright, let's just have a taste, guys. This video is going to go on for too long. Alright, cheers, everyone. It's just so approachable now. It was a lot more spiky when I first opened it. Now that it has opened up, a bit of air's gotten in the bottle. I don't even need to sit this glass out to open up anymore. I can just have it like this now. But it's very approachable, right? Now, let's just have another one. Yep, vanilla, caramel, rolls to a smoothness. Then it picks up with like a bit of a spice, a bit of a bitter spice at the end, bit of heat. Heat comes on, but it's not so much like a Kentucky hug. I wouldn't say it's cinnamon. Cinnamon to me is going towards wild turkey products, or especially rare breeds. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, give it a try if you can get it for a reasonable price. I mean, here in Australia, this is $100 to $110, so I mean, you can get a rare breed for cheaper. You can find so many different things at a better price, and pretty much at that price, at this proof, I mean, fair enough if you want to try something different, but all I'm going to say is it's pretty much like the Jim Beam small batch, and Jim Beam small batch is pretty much just like the normal Jim Beam, just with a little bit more character, and that this is just a little bit more character than the small batch with the higher proof. So let's just say it's really oak forward. So if you like some oaky with slight vanilla, slight caramels, give it a try. I mean, otherwise, I mean, I'd just get a Russell's 10 or something. You can get a Russell's 10 for cheaper. Anyways, cheers, everyone. I mean, I wish I had more positive things to say, but it is nice. It's a good bourbon, but there is